Hello everyone, this video is on 42 cycle PhD scholarship available at University of Pavia. So the deadline to apply for this scholarship is June 30, 2026, and there are two main documents that you should read carefully before submitting your application. One is the call, which contains generic rule, and then there is the next one which contains the description and requirement of each PhD program. So first we open the call for application. So in this you can check generic rules for each PhD program. So first of all, these are the PhD program available. So as you can see that there are almost 21 PhD programs are available. So first you should check carefully these programs, and you should identify your relevant program based upon your previous education and research activities. Then they have mentioned that Annex 1 and Annex 2 are also the part of this course, so you should also check those two files carefully. And then regarding the admission requirements, so admission requirement is you should have a master degree from Italy or from any other country, and if you have not completed that, then you should complete it by 31st October 2026. Then the application period is that. Then there are also some additional scholarship, like there are some scholarship, research scholarship are employed by companies, institutes, or public research entities are in highly qualified position. And similarly, there are also reserved position for candidates with scholarship from a foreign country or institute. So you can also check this one if you are eligible for this scholarship. Then the application period, as I told you, that June 30 is the deadline, and we have to submit application on this essay platform that we will check later. And moreover that there is €35 application fee, so you have to pay this fees if you want to apply, and the exemption is only for the candidates applying for the additional positions reserved to candidates holding a scholarship from international mobility program. So if you are already have an a scholarship from international mobility program and you just want to submit your application, then you are exempted from the application fee. So these are some generic law, and moreover go back to the main page and you should also read these course description carefully, otherwise you will not be able to submit your application in the correct way. So here they have given the description of each course. For example, the first course is bioengineering, bioinformatics, and the health technology. So the department is of electrical, computer, and biomedical engineering. Then coordinator name, then the duration is 3 years, and more importantly, these are the research topics, so you read it carefully. And then they have mentioned that your application will be assessed by your documents and also your interview. So they have mentioned the documents and also the relevant points. For example, your motivation letter should be in English or Italian language and maximum 500 words, and you will get maximum 1 point for a motivation letter. Then your research project and maximum 1500 words, and you will get maximum 5 points for your research project. Similarly, exam taken during your master degree, like your transcript of record, then your publication, and then CV, and they mention the points. And for all these evaluation, you should obtain 8 out of 15 marks to be considered for interview. And then they have mentioned the interview date, and also they have given the link where you can check the progress of your PhD application. And then the second course is in computational mathematics, learning, and data science. So you can check your relevant course and read the description carefully, requirement, documents, points, evaluation phases, and then start your application. So once you are ready to submit your application, go to this platform, which is SA3 platform, and if you already have an account, then go to main menu on the top right side and click on login. But if you don't have an account, then first click on registration, then scroll down and click on registrazione, and tick this box that you are a foreign student without codice fiscali, then click on avanti. And here you have to write your first name and middle name, and if you have like total 3 names, then in the name write your first name and the middle name, and then in the surname write only your last name. Then write your date of birth by choosing year and month and date, then your gender, then your citizenship, so let's say Afghanistan, And then if you have any other citizenship, you can choose then the country of birth. So you can choose this depending upon your country of birth, choose your country, then the city where you are born, the city of your birth, then click on Avanti, and your Scholarship scholar will be generated automatically, as you can see. Then again click on Avanti. Okay, so this is about your permesso di soggiorno, and if you are living if you are not living in Italy, then obviously you will not have this document, because this is the document, it is a residence permit that you will make once you are in Italy. So that is why they have mentioned that if you don't have this, you can simply write a 1st January as the release date and the 31st December 2026 as the expiry date. So you can follow this indication to avoid any error, and then the expiry date is 31st December 2026. It is for those who are still outside Italy and they don't have residence permit, but if a person is living in Italy, then they can enter their detail accordingly, and then you can choose this fixed term, because the release date and the expiry date is the fixed term. Then click on Avanti. Okay, so this is about your identity document. So first choose the type of identity document like passport, then write the number of your passport, then write the name of your country who have issued you the passport, so your country name, and then the date of issue of your passport, and then the expiry date of your passport, and then click on Avanti. Okay, so this is about your residence. You have to provide detail of your residence. So first choose the country of your residence. So let's say we choose Pakistan as country of residence. Then write your city name. Then write your street name here in the indirizzo. All the fields with star are mandatory. Then your house number. And then here you have to write the validity of this address, so you can write any date, it is not much mandatory. You can also write your date of birth. Then here you write your telephone number. So first write country code and then write your mobile phone number. Then choose this first box if your both permanent address and current address are same, and if different then you have to provide another address. Then click on Avanti. Okay, so here where you want to receive your communication or documentation, so choose the first option, that on your permanent address. Then here write your email ID, and here write the country code of your mobile phone number. So let's say +92 for Pakistan, and then write your mobile phone number and choose this first box that you are agree with their personal data policy, and then click on Avanti. Okay, so here you will see the data that you have entered, your personal data and your address detail. So if you want to make any changes, you can make changes, and if everything is okay, then simply click on Confirma. So at the end you will see all the data. Save this data because it shows your also username and also the password. So you have to use the username and the password, and you will also receive a confirmation email of your registration, and use your username and password, and then log in to start your PhD application. So after completing the registration, enter your username that you received after the registration and also the password, and click on sign in. Okay, then go to the top right side and click on menu. Then click on second tab, admission, and then again click on first tab, admission test. Then scroll down and click again on this blue tab, admission test. Okay, here you have to choose the last one, doctorate or equivalent third cycle, that's mean PhD degree. Then click on forward. Then choose the course. As I told you that there are around 21 courses are available, so you have to choose your relevant course. So for example, we choose computational mathematics. Scroll down after selecting your relevant course and click on Avanti. Okay, so choose this course, confirm your selection, and then again click on forward. So this is your selection. So here we have to we already have entered the detail of our identity document as passport, but if you want to add a new identity document, you can click here on insert new identity document. But if the document that you have already provided is okay, then simply click on forward. Okay, so I think we have not attached the passport, so we have to attach the passport. So click on action and then click on insert attachment. Okay, so first choose the title, so let's say write passport, and in the description like identity document, and then choose file to attach your passport. After attaching the passport, click on next button, then click here, go back to the list of identity documents. Okay, so now the presence of attachment is with the yes, then click on forward. Okay, so this is the selection that we have made, then click on forward. So the choice of English, the language is English about your interview and the other tests, then click on forward. Okay, so this is the category which is regular PhD position, then the call of application. So have you read the call? So you should choose yes, and in practice you should read the call carefully, as I suggest you many times. Then this is about disability. So if you have any disability and you want some assistance during interview or any other phase, you can choose yes, and then you have to provide detail. But if you do not need any assistance, you are fit, then choose no. And then this is the schedule, that first they will evaluate your documents that you submit with their application, and the possible outcome will be expected after 15 July 2026, and then there will be interview, and the interview date they have mentioned at 20 July 2026. So you should save this data and then click on forward. So this is our selection that we have made. The language is English and there is no disability and regular PhD position. Then click on confirm and proceed. Okay, so this is where you have to enter the detail of your education. Remember that these are your options. Qualifications mean that the education that make you unable to apply in PhD program. So the education or PhD program is master degree. So master degree is your qualification. So all you do not need to fill all these sections. You have to fill only one section. For example, first is for bachelor degree from Italy. Then this is a specialized master course from Italy. Then laurea magistrale means 18-year master degree, 2-year master degree from Italy. So if you have done your master degree from Italy, you can choose this option 3. But this is the option which is most relevant for international students. If you have done your master degree from a country other than Italy, then you have to choose option 4. Remember that these are all options and you have to fill only one. So if you have done your if your master degree is from any other country other than Italy, then you have to choose this option. So click on insert and first choose whether you have completed or it is still in progress. So if you have already completed, then choose the attained that you have completed. Then first choose the country where you have done your master degree, and then if your university is available in this list, you can choose. Otherwise you can write the name of your university and then your qualification like Master of Science or Bachelor of Science. So choose accordingly. So let's say master degree. Then the study course, so simply write the name, the title of your master degree, math, physics, chemistry, biology, political science, depending upon your master degree. Then the duration of master degree, which is 2 years. Then the date of completion of your master degree. Then the year of completion, and then your grade, let's say 3.3 out of 4, and then here if you have any evaluation, like if you have some distinction or you have one gold medal or first position, you can write here, otherwise it's not mandatory. Then click on forward. So the one section is completed, so you have to choose one option in the qualification and choose your relevant option. Then click on forward. Okay, so here as you can see that the process is very simple. They have mentioned that the mandatory document is only one, which is your transcript of your master degree, but in general you can upload maximum 50 documents, and I suggest you that you should upload each and every document that you feel is suitable for evaluation. Like you can also upload your bachelor degree transcript, your high school diploma, you can upload your reference letter. Maybe later you will have the option to provide the information of referees online, but it is all, you can also upload your reference letter here, you can upload your CV here, you can upload your research project here, you can upload your motivation letter here, you can upload your internship letter. Any document that you have, you can upload here. So how to upload document? Click on yes and then click on forward. So first choose the title, so there is only one title, then write the name like transcript of master degree, and then upload your file, and then click on forward. So at the moment there is only one mandatory document and I can go to the next step, but again I repeat that you should upload each and every document, and for each document you have to click on the yes and then click on forward, and in this way you can upload all your documents. And once you complete uploading all the documents, then click on no button and then click on forward. Here you will see the list of documents that you have uploaded, but at the moment I have uploaded on only one document because I am making video just for demonstration. Then click on forward. Okay, so here as I told you that maybe we find the option to upload the detail of referees online. So here it is option, so you do not need to upload the reference letter on the previous step. So click here on add a reference request. So first write the qualification of your referee, like PhD, then write the surname of your referee, then write the first and middle name of your referee. Then most importantly you have to write email ID. Let's say email ID @Gmail. I'm just writing an example, but you have to write their institutional email ID. Then phone number is not mandatory, institution is not mandatory, but I suggest you to write the institution name or university name and then click on forward. So in this way you can add the detail of your referee, then click on forward. Okay, so here there is the option to upload provide the detail of one referee, but in the documents you can also upload the reference letter of other referees if you have. So this is the summary of all the data about the selection of your PhD program. Then click on forward. Okay, so as you can see that they mentioned that the registration of personal data has been successfully completed, and then they mentioned refer to the card for the application for the information on further filaments. So what you have to do, one thing is remaining, it's about your payment. So if you want to apply in this university, you have to pay a fees of €35, and here you can also see that your if your reference letter has been submitted by your referee or not. And similarly, if you want to make changes, you can make changes, and you can also modify this application. So this is all about PhD application at University of Pavia. Remember that this is the schedule, and this schedule may be different for each PhD program, so you do not need to worry about it. And this is all. If you have any question, you can write in the comment box.